Hey gang, this is Dustin. My character was Wesson. I appeared on a few episodes, over a year ago now.
Was it that long ago?
Holy shit.
I don't know. I was just kind of pulling that out.
It seems like it could have been.
Seems like it very well could
Because
have
you
been.
left for the trail last spring.
Well,
Yeah.
when did Zavril get his new job? Because that's you were covering for Zavril, right, when he left?
It wasn't that. It was my old job back when I changed positions. So it was a year and 3 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he left for the Appalachian Trail in March, and it's already just about January.
Yep.
But I've been here. I'd come and hang out. I'm always in the background. Talk about behind the scenes. I mean, I'm the behind the scenes guy.
He's the one pulling he's the one pulling the strings.
So, welcome back to
Making
BTS.
sandwiches, not sharing them.
yeah. Welcome back. This is BTS number 18.
Woo, woo, woo. Wow, wow, wow.
Are we going to do something special for BTS 19?
No.
Oh,
wait. Oh, BTS 19's next. Episode 100's next.
Yeah.
We're coming
dude,
up
we
on
got
all these
some-
milestones.
That's right. We got some big ones going on. Anyway, let's get that music going. Let's get into it. BTS 18, Natty19.
Numbers.
All right. And we are back.
we just finished playing episode number 99.
That's right. Episode number 99 is done. We just finished it, so we didn't even edit it. We don't know what happened.
Right. we haven't gone back to listen. We have no idea what just happened.
That's right, because I don't know what we're going to keep, what we're going to cut. I don't know.
Well, for me, it's that, I'm so wasted that I forget, and then I have to listen to the episode.
I know, I took one hit off of that fucking Chillum. That's all it took. It was even like
Chill
a half
'em.
a hit.
Damn near killed him.
Classic.
So what are we going to talk about tonight, guys? The last BTS we covered, the Beholder fight.
That's
Beholder
right.
fight.
That was a good fight. I like that fight.
Yep.
The Beholder fucked our
We
shit
already
up.
talked about the Beholder.
The
Though.
Beholder fucked your guys' shit up, K-Way says.
Oh, K-Way's here tonight. We're all here.
Everybody.
Everyone's here.
That's what happens
I
when
just
we
got
do a
so
BTS
happy.
after a session.
Merry Christmas,
that.
Happy New Year, all that.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, it's going to be like February.
Easter.
No, but we will be freshly in 2020.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah. What do you guys...
We lost Svitlongi. Let's start there.
Okay, you want to come out swinging. Okay. No,
Yeah,
all right. We
What a loss it was.
yeah, what was your... That happened right in the beginning of the episode. And I didn't even know it was coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the episode following the Beholder.
The DM didn't even know that this was happening.
Well, Svitlongi got blasted down to 15 total hit points.
15 maximum hit points, yeah. That was a lot of necrotic damage that she took from the Beholder.
Kind of had to let her go.
There's no way she could really stick it out. So I did come up with the idea that she would still want her goal, which is the Opal Crown, and basically got Zavril to pick up that quest for her. We had a mutual enemy in Rosnasi.
Right. Zavril, it seemed... I'm glad we have you here because it seemed anyway to us. You could have just been blowing smoke up her ass, but it seemed to us, the listeners, that that she did get you to take up that mission. Is that true, or are you just shooting smoke?
No, it's true. Zavril actually grew a liking to Svitlongi. Mutual saving of each other's lives kind of helped, but yeah, he's willing to take up the quest for her and find the crown. So
That's interesting. Knowing how diabolical the Yuanti can be with their plots and plans, you don't think Zavril fears that perhaps the Black Opal Crown has some more nefarious purpose.
I think he's seen that they want Rosnasi out of the, the Yuan-Ti. So
Yeah.
I think it will be used for good, at least in that aspect, because I think Zavril believes that, they'd be a lot better off without him.
Right.
Yeah, let's face it, Rosnasi's been nothing but a scourge upon the land.
This
That
is.
and Zavril has a personal vengeance against Rosnasi still.
It's interesting because even after learning, now Rosnasi had let you guys go. Now, granted, he was an evil bastard. He did a lot of torturing, but he did let you guys go when he found out that he himself had been deceived.
Right. He let us go.
He let the party go for reasons of the death curse, though. I have a feeling that if they weren't trying to
Or we
lift the
let
curse,
him go because reasons of the death curse. I mean, let's be honest here.
I think Rosnasi would have wrecked our asses at that point. At least one of us would have
That
went
frail motherfucker.
Yeah, he was frail. It was more so, my focus was more so, not so much the letting you guys go, but more so he was being deceived.
down. By a Sararak?
Yeah, essentially. I don't know I can't remember what your characters know or don't know but yeah, I think you did know that a Sararak was pulling his strings and taking him for a ride, right? So does that change real quick? Does that have any effect on Zavril's perception of Rosnasi being the enemy and he must be dethroned when actually Zavril knows that Rosnasi was nothing but a puppet in the end?
Regardless if he's a puppet, you still need to atone for your crimes.
Okay, fair enough.
or pay for them.
That too.
Well, so then what, Svitlongi slinked off like a dog that fell asleep under a car and just got run over.
Do you think that
And,
Svitlongi tried to leave the tomb using the rod, even though we weren't sure if it would work or not? You think she'd take that risk?
Oh, no. No. She was going to use her wiles. She's able to have short bursts of invisibility. She has polymorph. So she was just going to, be sneaky and get out of the tomb.
Until she found a way out?
I mean, she knew the way out, right? We came in through the front door.
Yeah,
No.
just backtracked.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the floors were clear, though for some reason I feel like she's still standing by that scrying pool for some reason.
We don't know.
Don't know.
We don't know, and that's a mystery. But it is good getting the insight on where Charlie, as a player, was sending Svitlongi in his mind, right? Because he can have an agenda. He could say, "This is what Svitlongi's doing," and that's what he told me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's what happened, right?
Right, because now at this point, it's kind of in your hands.
That's
the
right.
DM.
Exactly.
What? I guess I'm confused, and maybe I just don't remember. It was so long ago. How the fuck did we get in the tomb? What the fuck? I thought we couldn't get back out.
I thought we were all here.
I thought we couldn't. I thought we couldn't get
Well,
out.
Wesson wasn't here.
I thought the only way to get out of the tomb was to defeat it.
You guys hadn't tried to leave.
We haven't tried.
Right.
Okay.
So as far as Svitlongi knows, and that's kind of where I'm going.
But seriously, how did we get inside the tomb?
She also has dimension door. So who knows?
Yeah.
We haven't tried to leave. We don't
but the
know
door.
if we could
What was it? Was
physically
it a
walk out.
rising stone door went up and then we went in and
Yeah.
it fell?
No, you just walked in.
And so it's just open,
Classic dungeon entrance.
so we can just walk
But
out.
there
then
was
we
like a
had the-
force
What the
field
fuck do
or
we need the
something
rod?
preventing
Hourglass.
The rod is for other people from Nyanzaru to be able to teleport to the tomb.
Into the tomb.
Basically for our alts.
I assumed we could use
Gunther
the
came in
rod.
through the rod.
Okay.
I assumed we could use the rod to get out too. And also the hourglass you use at the beginning of the tomb. I have the same hourglass now.
Oh, kids' teeth check?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them
Oh, was
now.
it a pink one? I have one from the dentist, a little pink one.
Well, I'll tell
Yeah,
you this
yep.
right now, this is a little insight. Getting into the tomb obviously is easy, getting out isn't going to be so easy.
So maybe Svitlongi
the
is still
tomb
in
is
there.
the tomb
That's
is
what I
made
assumed.
Right.
to
We
come
haven't-
into.
So
It was going to be hard to leave, and therefore we, obviously we put the rod to bring our ults in and to bring other people in, but also as a way to maybe get out.
Yeah, it was a possibility. It was-
right. So Jay and I have not talked about whether or not Svitlongi actually made it out.
Made it out.
Yeah.
So, something else I wanted to bring up. We did updates the whole time you were on the Appalachian Trail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're updating the audience.
Nice. Yeah, I heard that I was getting some shout outs.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Thank you guys. Well, final update. I made it. I'm here.
Do you have any? Do you have a story that you want to share? If there's a? I'm sure you have many. Do you have one that you can pick?
What's the best one?
What was your favorite one that you took away from it?
Well, we did. So I convinced a group of friends I was hiking with to the next town we came to. I convinced them all to buy starter decks for Magic the Gathering.
Oh, nice.
and so we all got decks, and we were pretty hyped. I think I had I didn't have the Planeswalker. I was Gruul. I had a little badge. It was a green and black deck, green and blue deck.
Green and blue, or
maybe green and
Gruul
red.
is
Green and
green
red.
and
Green
red.
and red.
Oh yeah, K-Way would know.
K-Way's the magic connoisseur over here.
I play every day.
Green and red. That sounds like a vicious attack deck.
It was pretty good. So yeah, we were playing a lot of Magic on trail for a while, and then finally we got sick of carrying them, so we sent them home.
Nice. There you go.
What do you mean by send them home?
I mean, we sent the cards home.
We just like mailed them.
I
home?
got them here. Yeah.
Oh, I was sure if that was like code for like we burned the like ritual sacrifice.
Sent them home to the nether regions.
Una is named after a Magic card, right? What? Yeah. Una,
I thought
Una,
she-
Queen of the Fae.
I thought she was named
Fae is
after
Una's
Legend.
middle name. Una
It's the
Fae.
same
Virgil. The
I
same
think it's
thing.
the same character.
Popular-
I think
The
popular
legend
name-
was first.
Popular name for
this
fairies.
is true, yeah. But I think the magic card is named after the Una and the legend.
So Una is John
She's the
Christie's
fairy.
daughter.
She was
Una's
the
just
fairy
a popular
princess, right?
fairy name in lore, and that pops up.
It's like
That's also I
Heather.
didn't know her middle name was Faye.
Una is to the Fae as Heather is to. 'cause
K-Way, I have a trivia question for you. Are you paying attention?
No, not at all.
What
What's
is
up?
Guild Gruul's mantra? What's their thing?
He's
I
scratching
don't
his
fucking
head.
know.
He's scratching it.
Four words.
I have no clue.
Yeah,
That's only
4.
3. Oh no, it is.
That is
Can't
definitely
count
4.
right now.
Burn, smash,
No.
fight, win.
Ooh.
It's like, is that correct? I
So-
don't think so.
He's looking at now. I hear his mechanical
No.
keyboard fucking chipping away.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm surprised I know.
Oh shit.
Well, cool. We're happy to have you back.
Hey, I'm happy to be back.
Maybe not, but
I like checking in. I like coming and hanging out.
yeah, Weston's been hanging
watching
out,
it go down.
hanging out on the couch, watching us play for quite a while now. The last few episodes.
I'll tune out a lot, but then someone will say something funny, and I come back in and start doing a little ROFLs.
It literally rolls on the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable sometimes.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
bring the ROFL back.
The Rafflecopter.
Yeah.
So we had so Svitlongi leaves, and obviously because I didn't know that any of this was going on, I had to throw, and it happened right away in the beginning of the episode. We had to do a little shuffling. We had to get Chuck's alt in.
That's right. And I didn't even have a lot of preparation. I had the character rolled, but I did not think of the character concept deeply. So we kind of put that one together on the fly.
Yeah, I saw you put a lot into combat with this guy. Not much like dungeoneering or puzzle finding.
No, I wanted a change of pace, And
Most of his points went into the mustache.
That's right. That's right. But I do like having a good combat-oriented character. Unfortunately, we haven't been in too many combats since he's come to the table.
No, but the ones we did have, you clearly dealt it out.
What is it? Do you have the Sentinel feat?
I do have that feat. Yeah.
That one is awesome.
It's so great, and it's paired with the reroll 1 and 2s. Which feat is
Savage Attacker?
I don't
No,
think I
it's-
get it from Savage Attacker. I
That's
think I
what
get
I
it
have.
through a weapon feat.
So what's the
maybe.
Sentinel do again? Because it was like
So-
every time somebody attacked.
Oh yeah, somebody next to me gets attacked. I get a free attack basically. Free
Right.
attack of opportunity.
So here's something funny. Zavril actually has that same exact feat and just has not been able to use it. The only
It's
time
because
that
you're a
I've
10-footer.
but-
No.
been in place to do it was against a creature that was immune to magic or to normal damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
now that we got Zavril with us, we should address that. Do you plan on just going through the rest of the game with no magic attacks?
And being completely useless, or is that decanter of water gonna pull us through in the end against? I have a feeling Zavril knows the ending, like he's already read the whole tune.
Right. There's a
And he
flame
just
that can
knows-
only be put out.
Yeah,
by
the
the
last
decanter.
fight that decanter is gonna save our ass.
No, but I figured that I'd much rather have the water with us and be able to generate water inside of a dungeon, not knowing how long we'd be in here for, instead of suffering from exhaustion and stuff like that.
He's playing Conan
Which is-
Exiles. I'm playing.
Which is why I got
WoW
it.
or something.
Yeah, that's what's going on. It's smart, especially being a ranger. He'd probably think of shit like that. You know, everyone else would be like, "Oh fuck, you know, we're down here. We have no idea. We're already in it."
Are you just gonna let us, die of thirst, DM? In thirst, by the way, I mean, you can get away without water for
Couple days.
a couple days.
Well, here's.
But if you're doing heavy exertion, I mean,
Well, I don't know.
and
if
we're in the
combat-
jungle heat.
Here's the
There's
thing,
a
though.
river running through it.
A river runs through it.
I know, but we
You
might have
drink
to
that.
fight our way back through guardians and stuff. Our dwarven, what were they? The
Oompa Loompas.
undead dwarfs.
Tomb Guardians.
Tomb
So,
Guardians.
well, here's the thing, though. Before we went in, and I don't think we addressed this in a previous BTS, but before going in, remember I brought it to the table and I asked you guys what kind of experience you wanted this to be, and I asked you how mechanically we should play it, if we should keep track of every little supply that you have because you're going to be in here for a good while, or you want a gritty kind of survival experience, or a hack and slash puzzle solving classic dungeon where we're not too worried about dying of thirst. It might come up here and there, or falling down a slide trap and losing your backpack, and you know what I mean, shit like that. And I think you guys unanimously, just rather than going the survival route, I think one of the reasons being, I think one of you guys maybe suggested it wouldn't be good listening to in some cases if we're getting down into the nitty gritty of supply counting and stuff like that.
Right, which, for the record, I love that kind of gaming. I'm just not entirely sure when we're doing it for all of our gaming
Doesn't
now
work for
is
podcast.
for the
I don't think.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're constantly asking, well, how many of those do you have left?
It's not so much that. I mean, yes, that's a part of it, but eventually we would run out of fucking water depending on how far down in here we are.
Yeah.
Having to boil it and stuff like that, like we did outside the tomb.
I get the decanter. I understand it. It's a good thing to bring him to the tomb. But then the second choice,
K-Way's already smiling. He knows what's coming.
the fucking fashion cloak. His second choice. We all got 2 magic items coming to the tomb. We're taking like armor versus necrotic damage, magic weapons. K-Way brings a fucking endless thing of water and a cloak that changes colors. And to his credit, he's used them all multiple times to no avail. To no avail of helping us. But
What were the other options? Like, what else could he bring besides the
whatever the fuck he wanted. All he had to do was just say, clear it by John. And John pretty much stamped approval everything for us. I was like, oh, I'm going to take armor that's going to give me half necrotic damage. Super powerful in here. Yeah, I thought he would be like, no, dude. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's what you want? No problem. Here you go.
So he wasn't even offered the cloak. He came up
Yes.
You came up
Yes.
with the
He
cloak
came
off
up
the
with it.
dome?
That's what he wants. He wants a cloak that changes colors.
Don't pick on K-Way and his cloak of many colors.
Yeah.
Well-
He has used it.
I mean, I just imagine we're always huddled around K-Way anyway because he has the frog and he has the decanter. So we're probably at least once a day, like, all kind of huddled around K-Way, doing our little pass the decanter around, do the circle through the frog.
I mean, we make a solid group, I think, between all of us. And Gunther,
Yeah, Gunther.
not Gunther.
No, he has an A on the initiative tracker, but that's supposed to be an E.
Oh,
E-R,
that's what's
not
messing us all
A-R.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a nice addition. The classic paladin, right?
Yeah, he's actually a paladin with an oath of conquest, and this hasn't come up much in the game yet. But his purpose is not so much. His purpose is to bring enlightenment to these savages. He's basically a colonialist, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
He wants to elevate the people of this
Chol.
peninsula, of Chult, by providing like a more traditional type of education and the values that we bring with us from across the sea.
Something I
So,
noticed.
What's that?
Gunther's going to start the Crusades.
Well, not exactly. It's not like it's not driven by a quest over holy lands or anything like that. It's more about it's just more about elevating these people that he perceives are living in the Dark Ages, you know. But in order to do that, he thinks that he has to rid this land of its core evil, this death curse.
Now, something I noticed about him, no family name? Is that
He
on
is-
purpose or?
He has vowed not to use his He has vowed to not use his family name until his quest is complete. I had almost taken a vow of silence until the quest is complete, but I thought that would be a little too much.
How would you
You know.
convince anybody?
Well, the mustache would do the talking.
That's right. No, I was thinking like I would use the same sign language that Petrie uses, and that Irame might be a translator.
Thank you for not doing that.
Well,
Maybe for another character.
Well, he could. I would envision you using the sign at first and describe, and then go into. And then you could
we
start
basically
to
hand wave it, like assume that that's
assume that it's sign.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in some cases in the physical world, he wouldn't be making any sound, so that would come into play in certain instances where, you know.
right. Or I wouldn't be able to quote unquote speak if my hands were bound. Or
That's
something
right.
Like that.
Cappy's part drow and been in the Thieves Guild, so signing is he can sign
Like
pretty
thieves
well.
can't,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, I
But
assumed
that's a
as
specific. That's a little more specific, though.
I assumed as much being the bearer of the drow finger.
That'd be the first thing I'd teach him.
Yeah. So with these, when we start, while we're this deep into the tomb, and as we start to bring more alts to the table, then I'm assuming we're not going to really get to know these new characters' backstories as nearly as in depth as our classic four. You know.
You could always write up a little thing, you know.
Bust out with an intro, like
Yeah, or even
your
a
own flashback
or even
for him. That would be
Right.
awesome.
yeah, or some sort of influential memory. It could be mid combat too.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
could be in
that'll
little
happen.
spurts, you know, like maybe if you take a nasty hit during combat, you can go into like a, you know, Gunther is, you know, brought back to a childhood, you know, event, and maybe draw some inspiration from it. And I might even give you an inspiration for
Yeah,
something
and you
like
know
that.
what?
He
Honestly,
still had a mustache when he was a kid.
right?
It's like the flashback.
4 years old. He's got a big bushy mustache.
So
So as far as introducing maybe a little bit more character background, I know there was at least one thing that happened in game for Gunther that we just sort of glossed over. So I'll take these suggestions into consideration, maybe, because I feel like the death of Cedric was just sort of dismissive, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We gave it a little bit of weight.
A
Overshadowed
little bit,
by
but-
a new character's arrival. Essentially,
Yeah.
really.
I
all
think
it
the
was.
death of Cedric. I don't think much should have overshadowed it. Cedric was clearly somebody who meant a lot to Gunther.
His lover, right?
I don't know if it was like a broke back.
No,
Was
he's
it
not.
a broke
He's
back?
not
I
into
thought it was
age
a broke back.
inappropriate. He's not into age inappropriate characters.
I didn't know he was so young. Guess there's a lot to learn about Gunther.
Kids grow up fast in Chult.
Besides, a knight and a squire, that's like a bad power dynamic.
It is.
You can't introduce
Yeah.
those
It's
to
unprofessional.
That's right.
The mirror.
the mirror.
I mean, we had the golem fight, but that wasn't. Cappy
That was
got
standard,
his
yeah.
fucking achievement chain breaker. Very proud of that. Stick that
Cappy
one in
the
the
chain
achievement
breaker.
achievement bag.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got
the
another
the
name.
two golems that were chained together. Yeah,
He's got
Broke
another
that
title
chain.
to call
that
himself.
that was an interesting back and forth though. You had people that were like, "Don't break the chain."
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna break the chain. It was like the end of Poltergeist. I was getting taken back. I thought you said not to go into the light.
Shit, sorry.
You know what I mean?
So breaking the chain though was not like the best move.
I think in you guys' situation, no, it wasn't.
Right.
Only because. So pretty much while they were chained together, they were splitting damage between two of them. And in most situations, I'd say break the chain and burn one down because that's two of them that were
Right.
beating on you. But in you guys' situation, it would have been smarter to keep the chain because Irame was lighting them on fire, lighting one of them on fire every round, which was hitting both of them with a cantrip.
It was a good DM move because I never would have gone for it unless you mentioned the achievement. So once you mentioned that was over.
Achievement.
That's all I gotta say.
I was going for it.
That's all I gotta say.
I need the title.
Yeah, coming into this room, I could have hung the get the break through the floor achievement, Copernicus.
You
I
should
noticed-
use it more often.
I noticed when you tweeted your character artwork, you included that in your titles.
Yeah, I
your
did.
list of titles.
Artwork done by Justice Cat, right?
Justice Cat. Yep.
I think we gave him a shout out, but we could do another one.
Yeah, well, he's done mine now. He's did Zavrel's.
Yep. We're gonna continue to get more.
We're going to do an Airman next, a Quincy,
I think so.
Svitlongi. What are we looking at?
I think if I choose one of my characters, I might go with Quincy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I miss
First.
fucking Quincy.
Yeah, the first crew. You know, the first 3-season shipping.
Right. He's the only one of my characters that is an official 3Cs shipping and freight
Yeah.
employee.
I thought Svitlongi was hazed into it.
In the 3Cs?
Didn't Copernicus give her the?
He always tries to haze everyone into it, do the secret handshake.
Yeah, but I mean,
Slip
she,
him the finger.
I thought you taught her the secret shake, but I could be wrong.
No, I mean, she belongs. She has her fame and, you know, her factions.
She's already in a guild.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, the breaker chains, we covered that.
We head down a level.
You headed down into level 4, which was the walls were in this area. It was more caked with the bodies of the dead Omawans.
Well, we did go through all the boar, the cunnilingus, and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't even talk. That was one of my favorite
Cliffhangers.
It was one of my. Well, that was just one of my favorite rooms so far.
That was an interesting turn of events because we had finished like certain Irame was totally screwed, but then we realized John never said exactly what I needed, what the spell was doing, like why I was being led towards it. And it turns out it was charming me, and because I'm a elf, I have advantage on those.
I was going to say it's a big surprise that the female in the room his favorite place was the cunnilingus.
No, it was my favorite place.
Like he said.
But so I ended up getting to roll again because it was at advantage and passed.
To those who are wondering, this is the room with the curtains, and it showed the curtains
Got more
the
and more
tapestries.
deprived.
Yeah,
Depraved.
depraved as the scene went on. You know, it descended into darkness.
I do like the progression, from one curtain to the next.
Right. It was freaky. I mean, I would have, when I was reading, I was like putting myself, if I, in real life I was in a room like that, I don't know if I'd draw back that last curtain, and I'm not a superstitious guy.
You would have.
We've gone.
If I was
he
with
wouldn't.
you,
We've
you
No,
gone
he wouldn't,
far
because I
enough.
remember,
I draw the line at Gonalingus.
I mean, there was
Yep, no
cannibalism.
need to go further.
on that final one. They were eating each other, and I mean, it was just like not in a good way either. They were like,
I remember as kids, we were walking up the street to Canaan Street Lake.
You and John?
Me, John, Corey, Kevin might have been there, like a whole bunch of us.
oh,
like
we
a
weren't
group
even
of
really
us.
kids. I was like 18 at that.
Oh
point.
yeah, we might. Well, we were kind of. That's still kids, yeah. And we, the little storage area by the cemetery, on the way up.
It's
to
like a
Canaan Street Lake.
Oh
mausoleum.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Across
there's a
from
little dark-
the Cochran's
That's
old
right.
house.
Exactly.
It was dark. It's late, in the middle of the night, and we all had a dare going on to see who can go into that little area and touch the back wall. And me and Corey did it. Nobody else would do it.
K-Way wouldn't do it.
I don't think
K-Way wasn't
No,
there.
I don't think he was there.
Yeah. No. That was
you
when
didn't
I
show up
was
that night.
Yeah, that was when I was superstitious. I think even when I wasn't superstitious, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, you guys are dumb.
It was kind of dumb, but it was freaky at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But even right now, as a 40-year-old fucking man who doesn't
You
believe
still
in
wouldn't
fucking
do it.
ghosts, I came across
Debatable.
or anything like that, or monsters. I don't believe in any of that bullshit. But if I saw a curtain room like that, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pull that fucking final one. Why?
No.
What's the point?
Now, if it was dark and you just watched 2 hours of YouTube videos, scary YouTube videos, and then you heard a noise, would you still not believe any of that stuff?
I don't let that shit faze me. I don't. You know what it is? I rationalize it. I'm like, there's something. It's a mouse in the wall.
He's bad with it to the point where like he'll get annoyed because he'll be like, "What is that sound?" If you hear noises, bumps in the night, and I like stop breathing to listen. When you stop breathing, you're like waiting.
Thank you for the demonstration.
You're welcome. You're waiting for the noise to happen again, and then it happens. You're like, that was it. And John's like, it's probably this. I'm like, no, it doesn't sound like that. And I keep saying no to all of his suggestions. And he's like, well, then it's a fucking ghost. He gets all pissed.
Oh, it's a fucking ghost. Go back to bed. Like, what the fuck? Is that what you want to hear?
Like, that's not comforting.
It's a squirrel.
at all.
No,
But even if it is
no,
a fucking ghost, what's it gonna do to you? You know what I mean?
As long
Yeah.
as it's not a
I don't
giant
know.
man-eating spider, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a freaky room.
Yeah.
It was a scary room.
Then we head down.
You headed down to level 4. Yeah, that was and then the bodies of the dead Omawans. So I touched on it a little bit, but I think that's important. I mean, I like how the lore is uncovered in this dungeon. I mean, this place was built was the enslaved Omawans, and they were building their own
Built
grave.
on the backs of Oma.
Yep.
And they essentially they died in here, and when they died, their bones were just used as masonry in these walls.
Now the mirror. K-Way, you had something to say about the mirror before I gloss over it?
Yeah, fuck that mirror. I mean, I literally spent a week trying to think of a way, but Zabral's not built for, intelligent stuff like casting wizard spells.
It's
Like,
true. It's true. Now, not one of you has a fucking identify spell, and up until recently, no one even had a fucking detect magic spell going into this place. And now Yerma's
we
got her
were
glasses
unprepared.
that she got out of the freaky boar. Now she's got detect magic, but a simple,
freaky boar.
it's the name of a tavern
The freaky boar.
Perfect.
or a ship. That'd be a good ship name. So, a simple identify spell cast on that mirror easily would have told you the command words and filled your head with all the information
Yeah,
needed to
super
release.
unprepared.
No, isn't that funny?
Well, I don't know why Erame even walked into the range of the mirror.
Well, how is she supposed to know the range of it?
When she sees Copernicus disappear right in front of her.
Not to mention failed charisma check. Cappy with 18 charisma.
The mirror wasn't a charisma check, was it?
The mirror
Yeah.
was a charisma check,
I did
yeah.
roll advantage and still got sucked in.
So I just assumed it just sucked in the best looking people from the group.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
It's a
mean-
mirror.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
He saw himself and was so stunned. He was like,
Oh, yeah, you guys
Mirror.
already had Waka with you too. We didn't even talk about
Yaka?
that.
Do you,
Yaka.
Do you?
Waka, waka,
do you
You guys already.
Yaka.
You guys
Not
are.
Waka.
Fuck Yaka. Jesus.
You guys glossed over the fucking most
don't even want to talk about him.
pivotal point. You guys got
No,
Copernicus got a floating.
If we I have
Curse
one more
skull.
question about the mirror.
We're not done. We're not
Oh.
done with the mirror, but you glossed over the skull. Who's with you in the mirror scene? So
Not with
we
me.
should talk about that just a little bit, enough to recognize that I purposefully tried to get you guys to ignore. There was a secret wall in a part of a dungeon that you guys didn't even need to go in.
Well, purposely trying to get us to ignore something is not the way to get us to ignore something.
K-Way called it out.
K-Way called it out because on my map he saw a little divot where I didn't cut it properly, and there's a little
The
secret.
map wasn't even up, and I said I was going to search that wall.
He searched right
Divot.
where
He saw the divot.
he saw the divot.
Son of a bitch.
Did I leave the divot there on purpose?
Yeah.
Knowing that K-Way would see it? K-Way's
You
like,
hadn't even displayed the map yet.
I immediately used the mage hand, which I didn't use before. That screwed the group over.
Right.
okay.
So I was like, I'll mage hand this one.
And screwed the group over.
And screwed the group over.
yeah, so it's a cursed skull. You burned you burned some spell slots, you burned a scroll. Now you know pretty much it's a curse. There's nothing getting rid of this thing, nothing short of a wish spell or feeding it its 10,000 gold pieces worth of gems.
Jeez.
That's what it is. And mechanically, this thing is just an annoying entity.
Out of character, he is fucking hilarious. Like, I cannot stop laughing every time he speaks.
He's pretty much supposed to annoy you guys to the point where he gives you a disadvantage whenever you're trying to focus on a task like perception skills or anything that requires some level of attention. He's just there annoying you.
It's
So does
a terrible
he,
thing to
by
have with
chance,
us.
break
It's really a
concentration
hindrance.
because of that? Or
He
no?
doesn't break concentration. Mechanically, the only thing is you get disadvantage on ability checks and skill checks and stuff, I believe. So, but yeah, so that's a big thing to have. You're carrying that with you for probably the rest of the dungeon. So, I felt like we should at least mention it.
Oh my god.
I mean, unless you find 10,000 gold pieces worth of gems and feed it and get rid of it. I mean, I don't, or a wish spell somehow, but you know.
Do we remember any rooms with gems we left? There was one sarcophagus covered in precious gems. Didn't Copernicus steal all those?
I'm not sure.
I thought he did, but
Well,
So-
he doesn't want to give up any of his gems.
So?
So pretty much it says to roleplay the skull as cruel and cynical with a dark sense of humor.
he's done perfect so far.
Oh, and it's just ability checks. I don't know what... It just says character makes all ability checks with disadvantage.
So our saving throws are still...
So no saving throws. Saving throws
Save.
are unaffected, I believe. And combat rolls are unaffected.
And he affects our... Okay, yeah, so he affects our stealth checks. That's...
Yeah. Yep. So all your ability checks are at disadvantage from here on out to the end of the show now. Pretty much, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
what we're looking at.
So, no matter what, he's still going to be following us even after we conquer this tomb.
well, you don't know if he's
He'd be
if he's
stuck in the tomb, right, when we left?
right. You don't know that.
I'd hope
You-
so. Oh my gosh, imagine defeating
No, it
the...
takes a wish spell or...
Yeah, but
It
he
still might be bound to the
inside
tomb.
the
We don't
tomb.
know. You know, it
It'd
has
suck
its
if
place.
we left the tomb and completed everything and we just had Yaka forever.
Right. Imagine running a whole nother campaign with these same characters.
We're trying to chill at the gentle
Well,
mist.
is Yaka stuck to Cappy, or the group?
Stuck to Cappy.
Cappy.
So
Son of a bitch.
I could see the episode of season 2 in the 3C shipping headquarters. Daniel Devitas. I kind of like him. Opening it up with that. Well, thank you, Devitas.
Well, given where we left off at the end of episode 99, it might be Cappy's end of days anyway.
But yeah, that's it on the skull. I didn't want you guys to find it because I didn't want to roleplay the damn skull for the rest of the game, but you guys found it, and there you are.
Good. At least we're all losing here.
Yeah. The mirror, you guys ended up breaking it in the end.
I was going to ask if
fucking
we would have
episodes
dragged
later.
the mirror to the opposite end of the hallway in front of that slab engraving, would anything have happened?
We can't tell you that because that's still an open room. You know, you guys got to either go back.
Yeah,
to
but it
that
might
at
be
some
forever broken if the mirror's broken.
There's still shards of the mirror.
Assuming.
Assuming what?
There
No,
might
I
be
mean
shards.
I can't say anything on that. Sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have to go back and confront that door. Well, you know, maybe you guys. You know what I mean? You guys are gonna have to figure that shit out. I'm not gonna give you that.
After the mirror, Zavril is fucking done with his traps inside of this place. He's almost at the point where he wants to tell everyone to beeline to the fucking boss.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's Charlie or if it's Gunther, but Gunther's already done with the traps, and he's only seen like 2.
Yeah, but so from there,
Traps rather bore me.
so from there you go to the stairs with the boulder up in the ceiling, right? I mean, you freed. I guess you when you broke it. Why don't we go from there? You broke it and you released all the chaos into the room. The mirror holds 12. There was
The room holds 6.
the mirror
Makes no fucking sense.
makes no sense whatsoever, right? I don't know how this was. I mean, in the text it says it gives a blueprint of how the encounter goes. You know, with you guys fighting the invisible stalker and the troll, while there's other combat going on around you. Obviously some people get killed and flee right away. Some things, but still, with all that going on, and what they wrote for me, the room is only fucking 15 by 15 feet.
Ashen.
Yeah, I thought you played it out pretty well, though. How, we kind of got pushed back. The
Some
line
people
got
ran
pushed
out.
back.
We got pushed back.
Yeah, well, I played it the best way I could possibly play it. I saw no other way to do it. And even then, if there's mechanics junkies out there that were listening, they're probably like, they couldn't push through. It's a 5-foot space and it's the same size creature. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though, right?
Ashen elf, dark elf, same thing.
Rule of fun.
Yeah, dark. There was only one dark elf that came through.
Right.
Okay, but why were they calling it Ashen or Gray?
Because this is a Chalton woman from from Omu from 100 years ago who doesn't really have much experience with dark elves as a people.
So that would be how. That's kind of
It
what I
was
was saying
probably the
earlier. That
first
might be
dark
how
elf.
she would describe.
It was probably
but their
the
skin isn't exactly.
their
ashen,
skin
is it?
could range from light gray to a dark purple.
Huh.
I feel like there was a lot of lore there that we just kind of left out, because if they had been there for 100 years and she knew about the dark elf, then the dark elf kind of went into the mirror at the same time, which all that means this tomb has been around for at least 100 years.
Oh yeah, I kind of assumed at least that anyway.
Well, the Omuwan, you knew this. Nocturne showed you a picture of the Omuwans building the tomb. So they essentially built it themselves.
Right,
Yeah,
built on the
so-
back
so-
of the Omoans that are all down here in this place with all the skulls and everything that's making up the walls.
That's right. So yeah, it was at that time when the place was under construction when these people got trapped in the mirror. At least when.
They were
I
probably
would
like the
think
movers.
it was right before, because she didn't know that Omu had fell.
Right.
So
was talking
she
about
was
the-
probably
the-
trapped in the mirror, and then the mirror was put in the Tomb of Annihilation.
But when the tomb was built and when Omu fell, I mean,
There's two different. So
that's two different things.
Okay.
they remember Omu was still a thriving city when they were enslaved and building the tomb.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know,
I was thinking they were the movers, and they moved the mirror in, and then they pulled the cover off.
Right. I mean, it's the tomb of the 9 gods. So so when Asarak finished the tomb, he slew the 9 gods and buried them in the tomb. Right. There was a lot of lore there. That could have been there was some conversation to be had.
I tried to stop her.
We
I was
could
like, wait,
also
you're not
still
running
run
out of
into
here.
the Dark Elf.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, trying to stop her. I mean, she's on a mission. She's essentially the queen's bodyguard. You know, she is worried about the queen. You
She
guys weren't
failed
very
horribly.
convincing to her, anyway, from her perspective. Like, you could be lying too. You know, telling her that her queen was dead. She would need to see it with her own eyes.
And if there is no way out of the tomb, which we don't know yet, then maybe we'll see her again soon.
That's right. Or maybe you'll happen upon her corpse.
Yeah. So then after the mirror, them in desperation, we end up breaking it.
Yeah.
I really didn't think that was going to work. I thought everybody would be less like stuck in there.
That's what I kind of thought too. That's
Or
why we were
evaporated.
hesitant. Yeah.
No. Well, breaking it released everything in there.
Yep. So then after the mirror, that's where we're pretty much came to where we're at.
We got stuck on a few puzzles.
Every
Right.
puzzle.
Oh, yeah. We
Like,
just kind of skipped the
we were like, we
painting
can't
on
do.
the
We don't
door.
know this one. The next one. We don't know this one.
It's so weird.
What's the next one?
It's weird because I thought you guys would have fucking breezed right through it. That puzzle.
That's how it always goes. Though. You have no
That
idea.
was so weird. I don't know. There was ones that I was like, they're never gonna get this, and you guys got it like instantly. Like, oh, da, da, da. And I was like, hey, well, you fucking looked it up.
I actually don't even look anything up. So
Yeah, sure.
So then, but this one though, I was like, they're gonna get it. It's not a big deal. This is an easy one. It's a given. And it was like, all right, let's go another way.
Yeah. So what do we think the odds of Copernicus and Erme surviving are?
100%.
Yeah, we got this shit.
You got 10 skeletal minotaurs. I mean, you guys are in this room now with the crystal sarcophagus and the maze. Gunther and who's in? Oh, and Zavril
Zavril.
went into the maze, leaving Copernicus and Erme, who have the least amount of hit points, by the way. And the walls opened up 10 different chambers, each chamber housing a skeletal minotaur.
Man,
10 versus 2.
all we need now is maybe just one strong gladiator. Do you know where we left Wesson off?
Yeah. Where did we?
Yeah,
leave
he was
Wesson?
unconscious.
We left Wesson's body with Valindra, did we not?
Valindra.
Yeah,
Yep.
I picture him like, you remember in Star Wars when Luke
A
Skywalker was
necromancer?
in the vat? Remember in Star Wars?
after in Hoth, like after he.
Yeah, after the Hoth attack, and he's
Tauntaun.
in the vat of liquid
It's-
getting like repaired.
The carbonite.
No, not the-
No, that was Hoth.
I don't watch Star
Oh.
Wars, dude.
You're
I
gonna lose
don't
some
like
fans.
space.
There we go. We just lost our other half.
We
of
just
listeners.
lost the other, just lost the other half of our listeners.
Cut his mic.
He doesn't like space. He doesn't believe in
I
it.
like fantasy, dude. Fantasy,
What do you
sci-fi.
mean you don't like space? He doesn't believe
But what
in
about? Yeah, but what
Long
about?
time
Time
you
ago,
don't
galaxy
believe
far, far away.
it. Shut
Just
up.
look up. It's right there.
Shut up.
I got some space for you.
And take you for a
Hey
flat
guys
earth.
sitting around a coffee table,
It's the
breaking rocks, right?
it's the breakfast scene from Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Yep.
What do you mean you don't believe? He doesn't believe in it. Shut up. What do you mean you don't believe? The other guy was answering for him.
Yeah.
Only because you're paying.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one of those chambers down at Galaxy's Edge.
Just
You're
had to
talking
bring it
about
up.
the Bacta. You're talking about the Bacta tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What they got Luke in?
Yeah,
after
the heal wounds and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's like a restorative fluid. Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotcha. They're called
That's where he left
Bacta
Wesson.
Bacta tanks, I believe.
I think you're right.
The Star Wars nerds are gonna be screaming right now at their speakers.
Fucking brought a back attack. Back though.
Come on now, you guys. Making fun of all like geek culture.
I'm a fucking geek.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I just spent all week playing fucking Destiny 2, pretty much straight.
I'm
Doesn't get
redoing Witcher 3.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, The Witcher. Could we talk about that on Netflix? Love it.
Are we about done?
I think we're done.
I think we
Let's
are.
wrap
I
it
mean,
up.
that's where we are. Yeah.
See you later, K-Way.
So wait, did we actually
Peace.
wrap it up in a like legit way, or are we just?
See you guys. Bye.
No, let's wrap it up for real.
All right,
you got
guys.
this.
Well, that was a great BTS. BTS 18.
Is that real enough for you?
No, but did we have like a conclusive ending? All right, so I asked. What did I ask? What are the odds that Copernicus and Aramay are going to survive?
100%.
Never,
100%.
Not very
never
good.
tell me the odds.
All right,
Got
all
a
right.
bad feeling, but
I don't know. I'm gonna put it at 70%.
I'll put it at a solid 110.
All right, Zavril, you got odds?
Does their survival rely on us finding the key? If it does, I'm
think
going to say
so.
around like 35%.
So you're giving them a low percentage because of us, not because of them in their situation.
Yeah, because I think there could be two victories here. One, the two of them managed to kill 10 skeletal minotaurs, or you guys find the key while they're holding them off.
Right. I mean, if anything, they can run away. You know, Copernicus
With
can
the pit
shadow
there.
step in. Aramay can fly away.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Aramay's not here. She currently left the room to give her percentage, but what does Wesson think? Just a number between 1 and 100.
Oh boy,
0 and
numbers.
100.
We're talking numbers.
Their
Boy,
odds of
I'm gonna say
survival.
47% chance of survival.
All right.
That's solid.
Ye of little faith.
It's like you guys were saying earlier. They got no meat shield. They got no. They can't take the hits.
That's true.
Yep.
We don't know how much damage these things do. Think you guys fought. Little trivia. You guys fought one of these before.
Was it at
We did.
episode 20, part 2, Camp Righteous?
That's right. That's right. It was
Good
in,
memory.
it was
That thing
in
tore
Camp
us up.
Righteous.
What
when
else would he have?
We did the flashback of when Camp Righteous fell to
I
the
loved
horde
that.
of the undead.
That was such a fun session.
It was
Yes,
a-
I agree.
It was awesome. Every now and again, I just fucking pick that one out and I just listen to them again.
That's why those two get like our highest download counts.
I've only done it like 6 times so far. It's been like 2 fucking years. It's not a bad ratio.
No. And even still, like, it's supposed to know our IP addresses and such. So, yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens in episode 100.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be a good one.
Our centennial episode.
Someone's got to die in that one. We got to do it whether it happens or not. Manufactured death. Inbound. All right. Later, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.